Oh my god, Samsung, you called about some leaky cell phone videos? Leaky pipes?
With the Mario Brothers and plumbing's a game.
My god, that is a terrible joke. Oh. It's Timmy Joe. We're here. And Samsung had an inevitable video leak of the Galaxy S8 a month out from its launch date. And we're here to talk about it, see, is it really worth your time? Is it going to be a good phone? Well, I'm sure that yes to all the above. But I want to talk about how I think that Samsung is actually manufacturing these leaks to generate hype. They're obviously not the only one that does this, as well as discuss the future of Samsung, their foothold on the market share here, and maybe break down why they weren't really here at Mobile World Congress as things wrap up there. So my name's Timmy Joe, cue an intro, we'll talk all about it. Okay, so you're Samsung, and you want to bring out your next Galaxy S phone. Well, you better get your leaks going early. As early as summer of 2016, we were hearing about the Galaxy S8's, rumored bezel-less display, as well as the iPhone, it was rumored to have a bezel-less display and the fingerprint sensor built into the screen and all that, a long time ago. And you hear about these leaks through these people like this Evan Blass guy, and it's always through this EV Leaks thing, and he's always right. He's like barely ever wrong. So that tells me he has the in on the North American rumor side of the Samsung and Apples or whatever. They go to him because they know that he'll put the information out there and it'll be right. And you get these leaked specs maybe early on, and that's just right after the S7 launches, and that's starting to ramp up, and people get want to get hyped about the next thing right away. So then a few months pass and you get a leaked render maybe in the case with a real indication of what's going on with that new phone. And then a few months pass and you get like a leak of the casing, or the actual guts of the phone without anything really finished, so you can see where the camera is going to be and this and that. And then you get a leak of the screens and how it shows that the bezel-less display is in full effect and that there is no home button. And then you get a picture of the phone running early version of software, and it looks like the picture has been smudged on the lens, taken with a cell phone from 12 years ago, and it's in a really dimly lit room. And then Mobile World Congress hits. Samsung's kind of skipping it, although they did launch a tablet for whatever reason, and they did show us some teaser video from the S8. Like that was worth anything. But you do get this video leak now here of someone actually using the phone, showing all the features. This first one, it's in a case, and then this one here, it's like it looks like it's maybe a factory employee trying to turn the damn thing on and can't figure it out. But it's always some vertical video in a dimly lit room. I mean, these people are in a cell phone manufacturing plant. Why don't they have a good cell phone? Like, why is it always some terrible quality in a dimly lit room? If I took that video with my Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge, the video would be really good. So we're going to see the S8 launch in March, the end of March, and it's going to be amazing, I'm sure. And I've been doing some research on this, and I made a video a little while ago hoping that the LG might gain some market share this year in North America, and it looks like an amazing phone. Bezel-less display before the S8, waterproofing, amazing cameras, good battery life, all put into this very Samsung-esque glass back packaging. I'm sure it'll do well, but it will do nothing to hurt Samsung's top spots, as we will see next. But that's only in North America, because I was interested to find out here once I started looking at these Antutu benchmarking reports. Now, Antutu is a benchmarking software, and they're using the information they get from the people that use the benchmarks, so they get a pretty good idea of what's out there in the world. And this isn't exact sales numbers, but it's right, showing the popularity of who uses this app, which is the high-end user and whatnot. And the top most popular phones in the world aren't even Samsung, which was surprising to me. It's Xiaomi, and I should have known this. I know Xiaomi's a big Asian and India market phone, but I didn't know that they were above worldwide the Samsung Galaxy. And it's because we don't see that much here in North America. We rarely hear of Xiaomi or Huawei. They tend to not bring their big phones here, only budget phones. So it's hard to crack the Samsung market space here. But we see that in China, Xiaomi just kicks all butt. In Taiwan, Asus, I think they're a Taiwanese company. That's why Asus is Zenfone's at the top there. And then Samsung in Hong Kong takes the top spot. And then in Korea, of course, Samsung's from Korea. But because China has such a huge population and India has such a huge population, that Xiaomi really takes the top spots. Then we get to North America, and Samsung is 6 of the 10 phones on this list. The top spots to be taken up by the S7 Edge, the S7, the Note 4, the Note 5, and then the last 2 of 10, Galaxy S5 and Note 7, which I'm sure is just wiped off that list by now. But other competitors on here, the Huawei-made Nexus 6P is the first non-Samsung phone in the top spot. Samsung not looking like they have any direct competitors in North America. I mean, Motorola, not even on this list. Sony, not even on this list. Nokia just getting back into the smartphone game. BlackBerry, don't even get me started. LG isn't even on this list in North America, and that probably has a lot to do with their G5 doing so terribly. So this year, I bet that they'll make it on this list, but are they going to take the top spot? No. Samsung has a huge foothold, and I think the only company that can knock them off their pedestal in North America is if one of these Chinese manufacturers, like Xiaomi, actually makes a full-tier, top-of-the-line smartphone and brings it over here for purchase, because they're the only ones with the chops that seem to be able to even touch Samsung. And the North American companies and the Japanese companies can't even touch them. Like, where's Sony? Sony was a huge smartphone manufacturer early on, and in the Android days, and like Motorola, you'd think they would do better on this list. Can't Samsung be thrown off their throne? Are you excited for this S8? I mean, I think one of the biggest things is they offer a big and a small variant, and that's going to happen again. And their big variant's going to have an even bigger screen in the same size casing this time. At least the G6 has a really big screen, a 5.7-inch screen, but they're kind of missing out on that 6.1-inch screen that Samsung's coming out in their bigger S8 variant. But I think I'm gonna buy an LG phone this year, but I don't think Samsung's gonna go anywhere. That is for sure. Completely contradictory to my other video here. And yes, they have a headphone jack, so that's what's gonna sell, is the headphone jack. What do you guys think? Leave comments below. My name is Timmy Joe. Watch Timmy Joe on Instagram and Twitter. I'm sorry I rambled for so long about smartphones again, but I just love them to bits. I'm going to be getting one very soon. My contract is up, and as soon as one of these launches, I'd love to get my hands on them. And I just love talking smartphones with you guys, but stay tuned. I'll have another video tomorrow, and I thank you very much for subscribing and watching.
This is a Chuki Beat production.